hand, and this is exactly how I pose the baby for bum up. I take the free hand, I swing it around to its opposite side of its cheek, okay? I use my hand to hold the baby. I'm holding the hand to the face. I'm using my arm. Right now I can let go and I'm supporting the leg still. And then I come in and I squeeze the leg with my feet, or my hands, sorry. Squeeze the feet with my hands. And now I've got a baby I can just roll over and it's in bum up already. When I lay the baby down for bum up, I will kind of scoop it to get that arm that's dangling. And then I lay it down. I put the baby's face and the legs down. And then I will slide my hand out. And this is when wearing those gloves is a really great thing. And then I can position the baby. I can get their arm tucked up under their body a little bit. I can move their legs. This is where you're going to want to look for the coloring of their feet. Make sure that nothing's turning purple or white. I can tuck them in a little bit if you need to roll them over. But notice for this bum up that this back leg isn't bent up towards their chest. It's bent up like an L. Does this make sense? Can you guys see this? And you do that and you kind of twist the body and let the bum be this way a little bit, because then it gives them a little bit more shape and angles, and it's all about the shape and the angling. You want to be able to see these beautiful curves and a little bit of a bump. Let's just say we have a really skinny baby that's got a little bit of a bigger head. Its head's going to be up high and its bum's going to be down low. So what I would do then is take one of my other little posing beams. You could also use a rolled up towel, which I use both. I will take it, and mind you, this will be under all the layers. I'll just take it and swiggle it underneath the babies. I kind of do this. So now all of a sudden I get its bum really high up in the air, and you kind of get that really beautiful head dip butt, okay? When doing bum up, you should always look to see that their knee and their elbow are touching. This connection creates a more tucked in look. If they're a little bit more open and wide, they tend to look really long, and then you lose all of those really beautiful angles and those bumps that you want to see in the final photo. You want to make sure that the hand is nicely under their cheek and that their cheek isn't squishing and smushing. Sometimes you'll see that, and when that happens, all I do is I just hold their hand, pick up the cheek, let it flatten out, and then I put their head back down. That happens naturally, especially babies who've got a little bit bigger cheeks. But you also don't want to lose the hand. You want to be able to see it. And this is one of those things where it really starts to develop a finesse with your newborn work. It's one of those things that shows that you've been practicing and paying attention. It's really easy for those little hands to get lost in the baby, and all you see is like the elbow and the hand. Is that terrible? No, but your photo's going to look far superior if you're able to bring that hand out a little bit.
So do you still see fingers, or do you just see the...
So you will still see fingers.
Okay.
So when the baby's laying down too, and that's a good point, if the hand is just flat like this is where it has a tendency to get lost. If you turn their wrist a little bit and it has this type of angling in it, when the face is laying down, they tend to naturally stick out, and then this also gives you a beautiful shape right here in the wrist. They have a tendency to kind of just do it naturally. When you have your gloves on, this is where it becomes like imperative, because you're like, wow, I'm so glad I had gloves on.
Because otherwise you're sticking to them.
Right, because now I can gently lift up the head, move the wrist around however I need to make it comfortable for the baby, and they're not getting mad at me because I'm touching them with my cold hands. Any questions? Okay.